Happy birthday, America. We've had a rough year. 5 years. 10. Okay, we've had some rough times, America, lately. Let's be honest with ourselves. I know, I kind of took off for Asia when things were starting to get a little bit sketchy. So, maybe I'm fleeing a bad relationship. Maybe I'm just stepping out of the fray till things settle a bit, work themselves out. I gotta tell you though, there are some things I'm really missing that I'm having a hard time explaining to people here, because some of them are just really abstract. I had to explain to one of my students here that in America, fireworks, like hardcore serious business fireworks, they only happen like twice a year. You get 4th of July and sometimes you get New Year's Eve. Sometimes, depending on your state. But really, it's 4th of July. If it's raining 4th of July, you are fucked. You gotta wait a whole other fucking year, cause, yeah, no. In my neighborhood, one year, there was an accident when they were setting off the fireworks show, and the show that was supposed to last about 30 minutes, they accidentally fired every single one at the same time. So it was this massive explosion of excitement and delight and colors that ended in about 3 minutes, and then there was this really awkward silence as everyone in the park was like, and what comes next? And nothing came. Oops. Basically, it was a premature ejaculation of fireworks, and the fact that I even said that tells you how magical a night it really was. The other thing that I missed that I didn't even realize I missed was barbecues. Like, we didn't barbecue that much in my family. Like, we weren't really barbecue people. Like, I don't have a rich affection for barbecue sauce or ribs or shit. Ribs are fucking hard to eat, for one thing. You get your fingers all icky, and I don't do that. But there is something about baked potatoes grilled on a grill, and steak and hamburgers that my dad would make from scratch. Like, that was good shit. Oh, corn! Fucking corn on the cob. Not that I could eat it now, even if I had access to it. My teeth will pop out of my head. No, they really will. But really, I guess it's just sort of this vaguely red, blue, white tinged nostalgia of back when I still believed America was a really cool, awesome place to be. And some part of me still believes that my America is in there, but it's getting hard to be American these days. It's getting hard to be a woman in America these days. People have asked me before, like, so, when are you going back to the States? And I've had to be like, I don't really see that happening. Like, ever. Again, no, probably. You're never going back to your home country. Yeah, no, I don't think so. We didn't, me and America just didn't really work out. You know, they just, a little bit of chemistry at the beginning, and then things just kind of fizzled until we got a little bit on each other's nerves all the time, and it was a lot of pressure to sort of keep everything going, and really, we realized that we were just better apart. Well, I'm better apart. I can't really speak for America at this point. I'm not sure what's going on with that whole mess. Before you panic, I do still vote. I just am not nearly as invested in the results of those votes as I used to be. Because they don't really directly affect me that much anymore. Although I have had my eye on Obamacare. Like, we're gonna work that one out. I know it's got some kinks in it, but I think there's promise. For those of us who desperately need health insurance on a daily basis because we have chronic conditions that require constant care and medication. Did I mention I can't go back to America because I don't have health insurance? I don't have health insurance. So, happy birthday, America! It's, I don't even know how many years. What are we at? 200 now? Are we at 200? We're over 200. We're like 250, right? What the fuck? I have to do the math right now. It is 2014 minus 1770. Are we going by Declaration Day or by Freedom Day? 1776. Fuck it, we're going with that. I think the Declaration was earlier, but whatever. 238. We're not even at 250 yet. See, America, you're just a baby. You're just you're a baby in the world of countries. Baby. Yeah, there have been tortoises that are older than America. Like, we just recently lost a Galapagos tortoise that was like 200 something years, 250 plus years old. So there have literally been animals that are older than our country. So I think we're allowed to have a little bit of growing pains here and there. Right now, America's awkward teenage phase is sort of going into an awkward early 20s phase, which could very easily spiral into a horrible mid-20s celebrity tailspin phase in which they do a lot of drugs and then burn out real suddenly and die. Kind of hoping that doesn't happen. Please don't die, America. Please don't die. It's actually interesting being over here in Japan right now because people are having a huge fight with the fuckwit that runs this country, who has decided that Japan's constitution, which they wrote at the end of a war which they lost horrendously, like, it was bad news bears over here. I don't think anybody... Japan was not a happy place during World War II, or immediately following World War II, or, you know, it was not good times for them. So they wrote a constitution that basically was like, fuck war, we're done with that. No more war. We will have a defense force, and it stays here. We ain't gonna do that shit no more. We're not gonna get territories. We're not gonna be, like, engaging. No war. We are done. Which is a great policy, and it's led to this culture of peacefulness. Like, you don't get violence, or, well, you get violence, but that's a separate thing. Like, it's safe here, relatively. But Abe's like, yeah, no, we're gonna change that. We're gonna, get involved in some wars now. Not, like, go to war, but be involved in wars. And everybody else is going, are you fucking nuts, Abe? Have you been paying attention to the last 70 years of history where we all figured out this was a really bad idea? We should never, ever, ever, ever do this again. Basically, it's been nonstop protesting for the past, 14 days. It's insane. Good, but insane. But it's weird to be here as an American because America is like, war? Hell yeah, sign me up. We go after it like it's fucking cultural extra credit. There's many wars. What do we have, a list? Like, yep, got another space on my war badge. Gonna put a new one in there. Look how many I've got. We're collecting wars like fucking Pokemon up here. It's nuts. Calm your tits, America. Calm your tits. But as an American who knows our country gets involved in wars we have no business in being involved in, and has done so for most of our history, if you really think about it, we can't seem to stop. We have a real problem with killing people. Mostly that we do a lot of it. And to be in here in a country where they're like, no, we don't do those things. Those are terrible things. Which they are. But I'm also from a place that's like, is it terrible? It's like, sometimes I feel like maybe America's just not good at listening. When other countries are like, hey, America, that might not be such a good idea. Like, maybe you should let that one go, America. Like, no, I gotta do it. I gotta take care of it. I'll fix it. Give me the whole Middle East. No, you know what? Give me the Asian continent and parts of Africa. I got that shit. Just give me. Like, I keep waiting for them to be like, no, you know what? I've seen the way that Argentina's looking at us. They're giving us the eye. Stink guy from fucking Argentina. We gotta get the... No, America, you don't. You really don't, okay? Some countries don't like you. You're just gonna have to accept it. You need to accept it. Not everybody is gonna like you all the time. And that's just how life is, America. I'm sorry. It doesn't mean that you're not a good person. It just means that you need to stop killing people. So much. That's my advice. That's my suggestion to you. From one heart to another. Go team. So yeah. Happy Independence Day, y'all. Good luck, my little fledgling country that tries so hard and falls so short. Try a little harder, fall a little less, and maybe I'll send a card at Christmas.